All right, hey guys, it's Coach Corey again. Today we're going to be talking about standards in CrossFit. I know some of you think that your squat is below parallel, but I'm here to tell you that it's not. So when we talk about standards, it's kind of like a back and forth subject, right? Especially when you talk about competing, not in practice. In practice, you should always be practicing the highest level of standard that you possibly can, right? Because in competition, what happens is as we get progressively, like especially during the open, right? Today or this next few weeks is a good time to talk about something like this because you can see the standard that you're being held to, right? And now you're being judged on that standard. So if some of you are getting through these workouts and you're getting no reps, right? And you're wondering why that's happening. We haven't even seen things yet like wall balls or pull-ups, things like that. As we start going through the workouts that require a high level of standard and a high level of judging standard, we want to make sure that we're meeting every single version of that. So what does that mean for you guys? It means that when we're in the gym, the other 300 days of the year that the open isn't going on, the idea is we're practicing the highest level of standard. And I know that it's easy when you're trying to get through a workout and you're just exhausted, that some of those standards might go by the wayside, right? We might be able to sacrifice some version of form or standards to get through the workout. And I know I'm guilty of it as well, but the idea is that you no-rep yourself, right? You no-rep yourself because you're prepared for being no-repped. I know that some of you guys, when you've been called out on how many reps you've done, or if you aren't getting low enough in the squat and you choose to argue, well then you're obviously not holding yourself to that standard already. Because if you're arguing with your depth with somebody who can definitely see that you're not getting below parallel, then who's to say that you're watching you get below parallel? All right, so the idea is that you always are accepting the coaching in the standard as well. So when you do things like air squats or you do things like push-ups, if somebody is trying to help you achieve a better standard, then just run with it, right? It's only gonna make you better. Because if you are doing the open and you do hear no rep and you're that person who's ready to fight somebody when you hear that you didn't get a rep, then the chances are you haven't been holding yourself to that standard throughout the entire year. So make sure that even in the practicing side of CrossFit, the higher version of the standard that you hold yourself to, the better your movements are and the higher a fitness level you're going to achieve, right? Because if you're doing half push-ups all the way through, and then when it comes time to do a full push-up, you can't. Well, I guess all those half push-ups don't add up to one full push-up, right? The idea is you're getting full range of motion, and that every time that we practice this, we can relay those standards over to when we are competing. Even if it's on the national scale or just in-house, right? We can fix our practice so that our standards are held through competition. So just a few thoughts for those of you guys that are missing those reps or aren't getting below depth or have been called out on things like that. I know I have been for sure, and it's hard in the middle of a workout to take a rep from yourself away when you just missed the line or you touched one toe and not the other. But I can tell you right now that it pays off in the long run. And if you want the long run result, you're gonna have to think about the long run standard. All right? Good luck.